I know I need to adjust the volume. Because I did a little test run and you couldn't hear me over the music. Should be good. Yeah. New game. I skip it. I hope you don't mind.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
I hope this
Why don't you just relax a second?
volume is
Get your
fine.
bearings.
I guess we'll
Let's
see.
see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
So her name is Kat, short for Catalyst, because she's edgy.
You can't say it.
And
It's
cool
what I'd
and
have
like a
picked
mad
for you, but
scientist,
if
but
that's
she's
your
not
name,
mad.
that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell.
She's quite
Welcome
agreeable.
to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin
It's
to pull all the bits
just
of
about
lead
impossible
out.
to
I take pride in
make
my
a character that
needlework,
looks decent.
but you'd better tell
But
me if I
I'll
left
do my
anything
best.
out of place.
I don't want to spend too long doing this. It's not fun to watch.
How'd I do?
Poorly. Sure. Age. I'm thinking like late 20s. Okay. Buzz cut, I guess. We'll keep it like that. Actually. Yeah. I mean, it looks funky, but we don't have to look at her. So it's okay. Yeah.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
I'm like letting all this play through because I
Why
know
don't
you
you walk
haven't.
down to
Well,
the
I
end
guess
of
you
the
played
room,
the first.
over by that vigor tester machine there.
Uh,
Take it
little
slow
bit,
now.
but
It ain't a race.
no. Sister, bye. I'm literally recording a YouTube video right now, so I need you to leave. Okay, bye. Bye, sister. You can leave now. Yeah, close the door. Stop! Get out! I'm gonna pretend you're not there.
You're looking good so far.
Ugh, she just
Go
made
ahead
me
and
aware
give
of
the
how
vigor
embarrassing
tester a
this
try.
is.
We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Don't even remember what I was saying. I sure as hell am not gonna learn how to edit that out. Okay, 4 strength, perception, 6, endurance. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I just remembered what I'm doing. So maybe I do keep 5 strength, because some of the weapons are heavy. Like, energy weapons is what I'm gonna do. Charisma. That seems good.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good.
I feel like that's
Well, we know
insensitive.
your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn a dropping.
Okay.
What do you say you
Now I
take
could
a
sit
seat
here
in my
and like
couch
actually
we go
answer
through
how
a
I think
couple
she
of
would
questions?
answer
See if your dog
these
will still
questions, but
bark.
I'm not gonna do that. That'll take too long, so I'm just gonna skip through this and pick my
All right.
highlighted stats manually.
I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say
I'm gonna put my mouse further away from the microphone. I'm so sorry.
light.
Little clicking ASMR for you.
I
See, none of that mattered because I'm just gonna put it all into energy weapons, science, I guess speech. Or should I do medicine? Speech.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing.
Is it
from you.
cliche if I make the
I got a form for you
scientist
to
character
fill out so I can
wear
get a sense
glasses?
of your medical history.
It's just like a
Just
good.
a formality. Ain't like I
a
expect
good
to
perk.
find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
It's like free +1 to perception as long as you're wearing glasses, which are easy to find. So I guess I'll do it. Let's see. No, all these suck. No. No. Yeah.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Okay. Time to loot him. I'm smart enough that I'm gonna actually take all this because I can make shit with it. It said empty and I opened it anyway. Don't need any of that. I'll take food. Although her endurance is low, so she's more prone to radiation. So maybe I should not be eating wasteland food. I don't know. I don't struggle with radiation that much. I just don't do the quests where you get radiation, so it's not a problem for me. Like, I guess if I was doing a survival-based character, but I'm not. Okay, put on glasses. We'll take that. Oh, see, and then because she has such high science, I can do this. I can either do drugs or stim packs. Do stim packs. I never use drugs because you can get addicted, and I get scared. Can't open my inventory yet.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size.
I still think that's weird.
And she hardly
to give
wore it
someone
after
your
we
dead
left
wife's
the vault.
clothes.
Felt it was too brazen.
And you'll notice that the difference between me and you playing this game, I say thank you to the doctor for patching me up, whereas you were rude, and I think you picked this one. Just goes to show the difference in like etiquette between us.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I've actually never played on hardcore mode, just because you lose your character for good. Oh, I hate this part. You lose your character for good when you die. And I would just be so upset. I get attached to it. I'm not gonna turn the radio on. That makes for bad video making. These are all just messages saying it's loaded my DLC. Probably gonna get one more.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
This game is so up your alley. Like, there's cowboys. And yet...
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Happy trails!
Some of these you can open and take from it. It's not stealing. Shh. Stop. Take. Take. Yeah. I think you too. Take. Take. Sunset Sarsaparilla is probably the thing I use the most to heal besides actual stim packs. Just like real life. You know, a lot of people hate this character. But I kind of... Oh, don't mind me. His name is Easy Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
I'm just going through, like, I know all of these dialogue options by heart. I'm just going through and, like, seeing if there's anything useful to you knowing or understanding the story or lore.
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Primm don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river.
Come on now.
So keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
Okay.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the
Talk
schoolhouse.
so much.
Critters move in there sometimes.
Okay. You can actually play, you can join the Legion in this game. I've never, ever, ever completed a game where I've done a Legion
Cheyenne,
run.
stay.
Now she's gonna talk to me.
Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to.
But several times I've started a character with the intention to play in the Legion, and but every time I'm like, they're just not good people, and I just can't follow through with it. Like, I can play morally, like, bankrupt people, but I just cannot bring myself to, like, join the Legion. I don't know. None of the characters I make and like care about, like I have to care about like the person I'm playing as to play these types of games, and like no character I would make would join the Legion. I guess we'll
Yeah,
do this
I guess there's a
stupid
thing or two I could show you.
tutorial.
Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
She's gonna give me this gun I don't need because I'm using energy weapons. She's gonna move fucking that slow, I guess. Hey. Hey. Okay, take your sweet time.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence
Yes.
there? Take this and that's the right idea. Try crouching down. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go
Nope.
chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Suit yourself. Hope this helped you some. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me.
I thought she was
Hey,
gonna
do me
go
a favor.
chase off the geckos.
Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Sunny Smiles is one of the shortest NPCs in the game. She's like fourth, maybe. I think second is.
I'm
Well,
done
one of them
being
is this.
nice.
Whatever,
If you
we'll
don't
meet
hand
him
Ringo
later.
over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
I'm not gonna do this quest because it's like going for like a very politically sound character, and it just doesn't look good for her to immediately murder a bunch of escaped convicts. Like, I get it, they're gonna blow up the town and they're like threatening this guy, but then I'm like their enemy for the rest of the game. I'm like vilified by the powder gangers, and you can actually like befriend them later
Morning.
if you haven't ostracized yourself in this first quest.
Well,
So I'm
you've
just
been
not gonna
causing
do
quite
it.
a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
I definitely don't have the repair skill to fix that.
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Be
It
careful
kind of
out
sucks
there.
because the Legion is like really like morally bankrupt and horrible, like actively bad. But their aesthetic is
Howdy.
really kind of sexy. You'll see. You are a little woman. Okay, well. Do I have a quest marker? Yeah. Okay. Going to going to Prim. Ugh, that's gonna be a long walk. Guess I have to talk about something. I'm just gonna get to Prim and then I'm gonna end the video for now. Make sure it actually recorded. Make sure it sounds okay. Because I'd hate to get really far and then realize that it's all unusable. But, let me equip my laser. So again, there's like 4, I don't really want to spoil it actually, but there's many different routes you can take with several different endings possible, and I'm just gonna do my best to get the best possible endings for all of them, like what I consider unanimously like the best, like the most morally correct. I mean, there's not one correct answer, but there is. There's stuff in here. Cause see, okay, there's powder gangers behind this building, and if I had done that mission, they would have all hated me and they would have attacked me on sight. And I don't feel like doing that. Like, they throw dynamite and shit, and it is too early in the game. I don't have enough stim packs for my limbs to be crippled right now. Take that. Take that. Ooh. Okay, those are all empty. Did I just get armor? That's Prim over there. I think Prim is a real place. Maybe it's not called Prim, but there is like a hotel with a little roller coaster attached to it in a Vegas hotel. I don't know if it's called Prim in real life, but a lot of the locations here are real life locations. Like Good Springs is a real town, and if you go, they have a bunch of Fallout New Vegas merch. Like they have the NCR flag. They have like just like a lot of Fallout related stuff. And then what else is new, or what else is real? A little bit of radiation, but then it's okay. I don't know, but there's a lot of locations that are based on, I mean, obviously the Strip, but there's a lot of locations that are actually based on actual places in the Mojave Desert. I forgot how inaccurate this is. Like the laser pistol. Just kind of shoots willy-nilly. I guess I didn't really need to do that. Sorry, Gecko. Because, like, I don't intend on... There's a survival skill, which is sometimes helpful, depending on what you're trying to do. But this character is not based on that skill. And with that... Who's shooting right now? Huh. With that skill, the higher your survival skill is, the more like recipes you unlock with like rad roach meat, gecko hide, like bloatfly meat, which is like gross, but it gives you radiation.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs. It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
So the NCR is essentially, this is a simplification, but the U.S. military. Or like, they like look up to what the U.S. military was doing and they're trying to reinstate that level of like, they're like all about like, oh, the good old days of America and we need to restore order like through military means to make it to restore civilization or whatever, but they don't do well with anyone who doesn't want to be a part of that structure or their colony or whatever. So, essentially, the U.S. Army. Like, upon first glance, they're the good guys, but I've only ever played, actually, an NCR round once. It's funny because... Okay. These blow up if you don't disarm them. I've played through to the end of this game maybe 6 times, 5 or 6 times to actually. I've started like probably 20 games, but I've actually played through like a significant more than 20 hours at least 6 times, and only one of those times have I ever deviated from the route that I'm usually do, which is the route I'm doing this time too. Which I don't want to say what it's called because it'll spoil things. I want you to be surprised. Yeah. Get over here. Stop. Bye. Oh, stop. Okay. I'm gonna end the video before I go inside this building, but don't bother. He's not important. Just take all this shit, because I can sell it. I'm not worried about inventory space yet. Naked. Okay. Well, I hope this actually turned out and that this video is usable and uploadable and not garbage. So, thank you. Enjoy. Enjoy.